Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Sunday. It is December the 1st, 2019. I'm going to look to feature the 8th race on this very wet and sloppy first day of December. Before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKit5 for more selections for race courses around the world. Let's get to the 8th from Aqueduct, which is the Thanksgiving feature. They didn't run on Thanksgiving because it got canceled because it's a very windy day here in New York City, but they're bringing it back on a very wet day in New York City. The 8th race from Aqueduct is the Fall Highweight Handicap. Grade 3 purse $200,000, race for 3-year-olds and upwards. Field of 8 horses going to the post. Distance of ground of 1,200 meters, or the trip of ground of 6 furlongs on the Aqueduct main track. 1,200 meters, 6 furlongs main track. And with it not being run on Thursday now, you know who's going to be running here, because usually the race the day before Penn National, they run the Fabulous Strike Stakes, which is for $200,000, and most of the horses are cross-entered, and it's just kind of a race. If you handicap it in advance, it's kind of difficult to figure out which horse is usually going to go where and who's going to go. You know, it's just so difficult. With that being said, I would have gave you 1,000 to 1 odds. Actually, even money that Friends Fire was going to Penn National. He was supposed to carry 134 pounds. Carry 134 pounds here, or go to Penn National, face lesser quality horses, and carry about 120. I know what I would do, and for the same prize money. And no, you're definitely going to win, and he won easily. With that being said, my top selection here, I love the 7-horse Recruiting Ready. I'm going to go 7-5-1-3 in the superfecta. 7-5-1-3 super. Top selection, 7-horse Recruiting Ready. 5-year-old horse by Algorithm here. Stanley Huff trains. Herodotus Jr. gets the mounts. The horse is most recent out and came in the bed of Sunshine at Churchill, 6 furlongs November the 2nd. The horse won by 1 3/4 lengths there, and he sat on the front and all throughout, and just went away with it, walked home. It was a very good run, earning himself a 101 buyer, which wasn't his best time ever, but he got the job done impressively. Before that, Keelan, 6 furlongs in the grade 2 Phoenix. He finished 4th by 1/4 lengths there, and he really just never, he looked like he was going to pounce all throughout the stretch run, but he never did. It was very wide, and he just couldn't get there late. And then before that, at Ops 50 at Churchill, 6 furlongs on September 13th, he won by 2.5 lengths. He got his tied second best buyer that day, sat in front all throughout. It was a very good run. It wasn't a lounge race, but keep in mind it was stakes quality horse he's facing. And then before that, the Bing Crosby at Del Mar, 6 furlongs, July 27th. He finished 6 by 6 3/4 lengths there. It was very wide throughout. He just kind of hit the wall, and then they took him to the True North here at Belmont on Belmont Stakes weekend, 6.5 furlongs, finished 3rd by a half length, an all-out finish. Catalina Cruiser got the win. Strike Powers running back, someone had a good second, and this horse ran just as good, I think, as those two. His best buyer ever actually came, I want to go back to the 17th of May at Belmont on the slop of 2018, keep in mind, 6.5 furlongs, optional 80 claimer. He won by 1 3/4 lengths, and he got a 106 buyer, and he just took off clear, beating a good group of horses home. Then after that, he kind of finished 5th in the True North, then came back to return the Gravesend nearly a year ago, winning on this track at course and distance. I like him a lot. He loves a sloppy track. He's going to have to overcome a high weight of 132 pounds, but good horses could do it here. It's about 8 more pounds than he carried last time out, but I do like the handicap weights here. I think every race should be handicap weights here in America, like it used to be, and then most of the races in Europe are the same way also. But you know, it brings out the better in racing. But with that being said, to recap my selections now for the 8th from Aqueduct, the grade 3 Fall Highway Handicap. Let's take the 7-horse Recruiting Ready. We'll go 7-5-1-3 in the superfecta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKit5. Good luck, everyone.